What's up everyone, this is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Play Arts Kai Halo Reach George figure. My favorite of the 6 Reach figures by far. I think he is just fantastic. His hips aren't very loose. The proportioning is much better on this guy, mostly just because he's huge everywhere else, so the hips don't stand out. But it looks like they did a little bit of a better job with him, and boy am I impressed. This guy, telling you what, he's not nearly as expensive as Emil on a regular basis. I mean, sometimes they go up and down either way, but this is the one. If you're only gonna get one, get this guy. He's just so cool. All right, he stands, the hips are still a little bit loose, but they're not nearly as loose as some of the other ones. So he stands about 9.5 inches tall, and probably should be a little bit taller based on the game, but it's definitely good enough because he is more than bulky enough to make up for it, especially with that backpack, which is really well detailed, his huge shoulder pad armor, and then the collar piece and the chest piece. Everything just, he's so menacing looking. It's really, really cool. They painted the visor with a little extra black on there, give it a really cool look. He's got the extra big lower leg armor. Everything just looks really awesome on this guy. He comes with his minigun, or his ripped turret, or whatever it's called, I don't remember anymore, but that's really nicely done. Lots of little parts, lots of great sculpting and great details there, so that's really cool. I think that peg is maybe to go in his back, but I'm not sure. I wouldn't do that anyway. He does have alternate hands. He has open palm hands for either side. You can put the grenade in there. I don't think he has a peg in his back, does he? No, so that was incorrect. He does have a grenade, and the peg can come out of that. So there it is. Oh, he also has the new forearm armor as well. So everything is just bulky on him, and it looks fantastic. I love this figure. Really, really, really like it a lot. Extra detail everywhere. It looks good. Okay, so the head articulation. It is a double ball peg, and it's fairly well posable despite the extra bulk of the chest armor and the shoulder armor and all that. So that's pretty good. I'm really happy about that. He has the same butterfly joint as all the other guys with the ball peg on top and then the ball hinge on top of that and the bicep swivel. That's all the same. This huge piece of really well done shoulder armor is articulated just like Carter and Emil, so that won't get in the way. Same with this one. It is articulated as well. So those will help you pose him more easily. We have the ratcheted elbow with the cap on there, ratcheted wrist. These hands come off really easily and go on really easily, and I cannot get these other hands to do it. So a little warm water or a little hot air, and you should have no trouble at all. His upper torso articulation, pretty good. It's not great. We have the full swivel. We do have a little bit side to side, a little bit front to back, but not a huge amount. You're going to get most of your torso articulation out of that lower torso probably. He does have the same style hips, old school ball peg with the socket. The thigh can spin around on top of the socket there. Double jointed knee. This time the kneecap or the knee pad is connected to the lower leg, so that's going to be problematic just because it makes the knee look kind of extra ugly. However, if you just pose him at the top, no, that still looks really ugly. So don't do that. Let him stand up straight and he'll look pretty good because that leg armor is really cool. So don't fold it back, just use it regularly. His ankles do look a little bit skinny just because they use the standard ball peg, but it does allow for the range of motion that you want. You can even get a better ankle rocker out of it. So just get him in a pretty nice hero stance and you should be just fine. George looks awesome. Let me get the gun in his hand so you can see how that looks, and then we will call it a wrap on the Reach figures individual reviews. I'm just going to cut to it, so hang on one second. Alright, so there you have George holding the gun turret. He just looks awesome. By far the best looking, most impressive looking figure out of the batch. So you have to get him. I will do a quick video with all of them together just so you guys can see what they look like. But this is going to do it for their individual reviews. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.